This is going to be for the air signs for this week. I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And then over on the members side of the channel, I'm going to be using this quartz crystal for scrying. So to clear the energy, I'm going to be using the singing bowl because we're doing the air signs today. Hello, Eve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our lovely moderator, Eve, is in the house. It's very good to see you, Eve. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to do the sign of Gemini first. That's going to be Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to. I have had to move my schedule around a little bit over the course of the channel. Let's see. Make sure I didn't lose anything. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let me reshuffle. That's not making any sense. I can get a more cohesive reading. So, Gemini, if you would like, go ahead and set your intention for the reading. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 8 is 72, plus 6 is 78. Okay. All right. I want to make sure I have all my cards here. So, Gemini, allow any thoughts that you're having to rise up to the forefront of your mind as you have set your intention, and just let them wait there while I shuffle the cards. Slippery business today, huh? Okay. All right. So, let me write down the timestamp. All right. Here in the past for you, Gemini, we have the Sun card showing up reversed. So there was a time in your life in the past when everything was going really well. You were successful. Things could have been perfect. This could even be, we are drawing nigh onto Cancer season now. So for those of you who are early solar placement Gemini, this could be your birthday if you had a really good birthday this year. Here in the place of the significator, we have something really interesting going on. We have two major arcana cards. And we have the High Priestess crossed by the Hierophant. So you're surrounded by very spiritual energy. It could be that you are the High Priestess in this situation, Gemini. Or it could be that you're consulting oracles. I mean, watching videos of tarot readings on YouTube is not quite the same. This would be something more intensive. Going to actually see an oracle could be about having all of the information at your disposal that you will need, Gemini. But where the High Priestess is a very solitary energy, the Hierophant is someone who acts as an intermediary between the higher power and the general public. So that could be something you are doing right now, Gemini. If you are receiving messages, you could be conveying them to the people around you. So down here in the MMCLI, that's going to be the foundation upon which everything up here in the midheaven is built. The goal or destiny, that outcome, is all going to be based on what's going on right now. We have the King of Pentacles showing up in the reverse. Now, the King of Pentacles also came out in that mess of cards that kind of fell out and prompted me to recount my deck. This is your neighboring sign of Taurus. So some of you could be cuspers. Some of you could be early placement solar signs and cuspers. This card showing up in the reverse, there might be ways that you're holding yourself back financially because you are not open to new ideas regarding money. So when we see this King of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, it can indicate that someone's become kind of stuck in their ways where their finances are concerned. But not in other ways. And from your perspective, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a passive energy regarding Pentacles, whereas this is an active energy regarding Pentacles. There are actions that you are definitely taking or not taking that are leading to this kind of stuck energy surrounding your finances at this particular time, Gemini. And I don't think things are bad. Again, you had a very good period in the not too distant past with that Sun card, the success. The Queen of Pentacles, water of earth energy, you could perceive at this time that your finances are not growing the way that they have in the past. You could perceive that that growth has stagnated. From an outside person's perspective, looking in on your situation, we have the Seven of Cups. So other people around you see that you have all of these options available to you. And this is linked to the fact that maybe you are not perceiving the same things because you are stuck in some old ways of thinking about money. There are all kinds of new ways to make money now. There's YouTube channels. There's OnlyFans. There's making passive income off of drop shipping. There's cryptocurrency, although from what I understand, crypto and the stock market in general are not doing very well right now. Blame it on inflation. So here in the future, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And this Ten of Cups energy is about emotional satiety. But where we have it showing up in the reverse in the future, the potential for this is there, but it hasn't materialized yet. We want to go from this Seven of Cups all the way to the Ten of Cups. What's missing? The friendship, the Three of Cups. So in order to really open up these options, I recommend getting in touch with your close core friend group. And they'll probably be on the same page with you as far as this energy is concerned as well. This is a really potent energy showing up for you in your reading, Gemini. And if you see, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are not really a couple. So just try to push any compulsive heteronormativity out of your mind regarding the Hierophant and the High Priestess. They are not a couple. They do a similar job and they serve a similar function, but it's not the same. What we're looking at here is a duality. The High Priestess being very much that solitary side, that side that's mostly interested in contacting the divine and aligned with lunar powers. And we did just have that Sagittarius full moon. We're kind of just on the other side of that, and into the Capricorn mansions. So this crossing card, the Hierophant, this is somebody who is a public figure. So quite opposite, in fact, to the High Priestess in that regard. There's a duality there. There's parts of you that you keep very private. If you look at these cards, the way that they're crossing each other, it's like the Hierophant is the public face, and then the High Priestess is within the inner sanctum. And I think there's something like that going on for you at this time, Gemini, and you might feel like money is not coming in along with this particular situation. And I think the key to all of this is what is missing here, which is the Three of Cups. And that bringing in friends close to you, people you can trust. Bringing those people close to you is going to bring in that emotional fulfillment, and it's going to bring a lot more options into your existence. You're in the position of your hopes and fears, Gemini. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. You feel like victory is eluding you at this time. And you feel that way because you feel like your finances are kind of drying up, not completely cut off, but that they're not proliferating perhaps the way that they have in the past. Here in the midheaven, so this is going to be the result of this King of Pentacles. This is a wonderful energy that we have coming in here for you with the Temperance card. So as I mentioned, we did have that full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your opposite sign, and this is Sagittarius's card. Now, the Temperance card does have aspects of balance, aspects of practice, aspects of patience, but what we're really looking at here in this situation is that you're going to learn how to diversify. You're going to find things, Gemini, that you would not have found otherwise if you didn't have to go through this situation. And it's not just going to be in regard to yourself. We are going to be talking about, you're going to learn things about this duality, but you're also going to be learning things about the people you can trust. And with that is going to come in new options for you, Gemini. Excuse me. And with those new options, a new source of income. The Page of Pentacles is Earth of Earth energy. We are manifesting that material wealth down into the physical plane. Oh my God. Hi, Andy. It's good to see you. Welcome. Oh, I think I have something in my teeth. Hold on just a minute. But thank you for coming, Andy. Okay. I got the crud out of my teeth. So let's continue. So that is going to conclude the sign of Gemini for this week. Hooray for crud indeed. Sacramento noise in the house. going to move on to the sign of Libra. And do remember that after this video is over, I'm going to go do some crystal scrying. If that interests you, you're cordially invited. But your presence here on the channel is greatly appreciated, whatever form it takes. So Libra, if you would, kind of gently allow any thoughts and feelings you'd like to address in the reading to rise up to the forefront of your mind. Go ahead and set your intention. And I will shuffle the cards. Now, if any of this causes you discomfort, or anguish, or if it's stressing you out, I invite you to gently breathe through that energy. As you inhale, draw in the divine white light of Source, or draw in Source energy, whatever form is most comfortable for you. And then allow it to infiltrate all of the molecules and cells of your body. It's going to push out any negativity, any discomfort, any attachments that you have going on. It's going to push that out. And then as you exhale, just release all of that energy right back to the divine, right back to Source, and it will be transmuted. All right, so okay. This is very interesting, Libra. It's a very interesting reading for you this week. I'm not saying bad, although there is that proverb, may you live in interesting times. I think we've all had enough of that for one season. So here in the past, Libra, you are showing up as the Justice card. Now, this card is reversed, but this is a past energy. So there could have been a time very recently where you felt very balanced, you felt very within your own energies, and you were confident putting yourself out there toward others, for better or for worse. Because in the current situation, that Three of Cups that I kept talking about with the Gemini reading, now we have it coming out here in your reading in the place of the significator and in the reverse. You might be feeling disconnected from your close friends at this time, and that is leading to some uncertainties. So if you have a core friend group that you're very close to, you might be feeling a little alienated from them. Excuse me. And there could be a number of reasons for that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not friends with those people anymore. It could be that you have a lot going on in your life and you just haven't been able to touch base with them, which would be indicated by the moon card showing up here in the upright. That we have the feral and the tame. Well, these are both, they look like they put two wild dogs here on the card. This path ahead of you is unclear, uncertain. You might be afraid to make plans with your friends at this time if you're not sure when you'll be available. Down here in the MMC, this is going to be the foundation upon which the midheaven, the goal or destiny, is built. And it's interesting because here, where you were showing up in the past, being very true to yourself, here in the current situation, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That you might not be speaking your mind, you might not be speaking your truth at this time, Libra. How unlike you. It's very interesting that that should come out. There's something that's causing you a lot of stress. So some of you might have gotten a new job recently, and it's causing you this stress. You're losing sleep over something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new job, but that would be the kind of environment where you would have to not speak your mind, where you would end up not making plans with your friends because you might not know what your schedule is going to be like. So it could be a new job, but it could be a lot of other factors going on. Things like medical issues. I don't see explicitly medical issues here, but that would be a factor that could contribute to a situation like this. You could also be, having to move suddenly. I don't see that explicitly, but again, that would be a kind of situation where you wouldn't necessarily be able to make plans with your friends because you might not know what the future holds. From the outside, looking in on your situation, Libra, we have the Emperor in reverse. Now, a lot of times, the Emperor in the reverse can be despotism. And in fact, in your reading, Libra, this Emperor could be coming out in the reverse because you are subject to the whims or the edicts of an authority figure. But this card could also be coming out for you. Now, Aries, this is Aries card. And Aries is your opposite sign, Libra. So this could be a situation where the needs of the self are being compromised to fulfill the needs of others. And it leads to a lack of control on your part. So here, the Emperor could be about more like a lack of control. There's a goal here that you're working towards. And that is represented by this Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is showing up in the future in the reverse, that the potential is there for this celebration, for this happily ever after to occur for you, Libra. But there's going to have to be some things that happen first. And that part of it is a little bit unclear at this time with this moon card crossing the place of the significator. The moon card can be about the arts as well. So if you are involved in artistic endeavors, and I may end up pulling some clarifiers for this reading, just because the moon card crossing the clarifier does make things a little bit unclear. But let's see if some of these things resolve. We have fours down the column, the future column, I'll call it. So we have the Four of Swords showing up in the upright in your hopes and fears. I think that you're hoping for some rest, some rejuvenation. So here in that column, we have your hopes and fears. We also have the future showing up, and that's the Four of Wands. And then from an outside person's perspective, looking in on your situation, that also is a four. And the card that we have there is the Major Arcana card of the Emperor. Fours are a form of completion. So a 3 is a completion. And if you have a 3-legged stool, it will never wobble. But if you have a 4-legged stool, it's not quite as stable. It has the potential to be more stable in some ways, but if one of the legs is uneven, it's going to be wobbly. It's going to be very noticeable. So building this foundation is going to be crucial for whatever structure this might be. Some people call the Four of Wands the 1111 card because the two sets of wands here look like 1111. And the key to this is that you are not speaking up about things that are crucial. The Queen of Swords here is not just speaking your mind, speaking your piece. The Queen of Swords is a promoter of the truth. And where we have her coming out in the reverse, either you are not being forthcoming with something that is crucial for you and your truth, or you might be dealing with somebody who is very conniving, ruthless, manipulative. And in the past, this person might have seemed quite fair to you. This person might have seemed like they were very equitable and had the best interest of everyone involved at heart. And now you're starting to see that that might not be the case entirely. Up here in the midheaven, we do have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. If there is any duplicity involved in this, with the Queen of Swords reversed, it's going to be revealed. The Seven of Swords in the reverse, where it's in the midheaven and it's in opposition to this Queen of Swords, we do see that any deception is going to be revealed in the end. And here in your final outcome, so this is really interesting because there was a reading I did yesterday where the Chariot card came out in the reverse in the final outcome position. And I don't remember which sign it was, but maybe somebody else does. So the Chariot is a card of mobility and it is a card of victory. If you are not standing up to whoever this authority figure is, it's going to be cutting off your mobility and your victory, Libra. So it's not so much that it's just this person you're dealing with. I think overall there's like a situation occurring where it might be the perfect storm of you not being assertive enough, and then your supervisor being the kind of person who's inclined to take advantage. And it could be a supervisor. Potentially, this could be a court case. It could have to do with an estate settlement. I don't see specifically estate settlement cards here, but that would be the kind of situation that might bring this up. Again, it could be moving, and if you're dealing with laws that are very strict, or trying to find a place to live where you can afford to have pets, that could be a situation we're looking at here too. And in that case, the potential is there for you to have a new living situation. The truth is going to come out anyway, whether it's sooner or later. You're only postponing the inevitable if you keep your mouth shut in this situation, and it's really stressing you out, Libra. So I would say that in order to open these doors for yourself with the Chariot and the Four of Wands, it's going to be crucial for you to be able to express your needs and your truth within the parameters of this particular situation. Again, I've kind of talked about it in terms of a job, but it potentially could be any situation. And here on the bottom of the deck, because, that moon card crossing the significator is a little bit unclear. So to clarify that, there is gossip muddying the waters here, or fake news is being spread about a situation, and that is what is causing everything to be unclear. This could be some friends that are not very good friends. There could be a third-party situation. And if that is the case, if this is about friendships or third-party situation where people are being dishonest, there could be a perception on their part that you are overbearing, and that's why you deserve to be treated this way. But again, this is a general reading. And I do see that there's the potential for very good things in your future, but you're really going to have to be assertive, Libra. That is going to conclude the Libra reading for this week. Thank you for joining me. We're going to move on now to the sign of Aquarius. And remember that after this general tarot reading is over, I'm going to go over to the members side of the channel and do some crystal scrying. If that interests you, you're cordially invited, but your presence here on the channel is greatly appreciated in whatever form it takes. All right, so let's see what we have here. Aquarius. Go ahead and just allow any thoughts to rise up to the forefront of your mind about the current situation. Go ahead and set your intention for the reading. And we will get into it shortly. And you can just breathe through any tension, any energies that you are very uncomfortable within. Inhale and draw that source energy into your body. Feel the divine coursing through your veins. Allow it to infiltrate every molecule, every cell of your body. And then when you're ready, you can just exhale. And just breathe it all out. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Aquarius. There's a lot going on here. Let me write down your timestamp. So first of all, we got 2, 3, 4. We have 4 major arcana cards, which makes for a very busy reading. We have a lot of cups showing up. We have you, Aquarius, showing up as the star in your own reading. We're not there yet, but I like to give kind of an overview before I really get into it. So let's get started. Aquarius, recently you have made a profound emotional change in your life. So this could be a situation where you have reconnected to your higher power, to source energy. This could be a situation where you've met a new group of friends, a new love interest. This is an emotional beginning for you, Aquarius, and this card is in the upright in the past, showing that this energy is carrying over heavily into the current situation. Now, what's going on? This is awakening your demons, Aquarius. We have the Devil card showing up here in the place of the significator, and it is crossed by the 9 of Wands. So the Devil card can be Capricorn energy. Some of you could be cuspers or have other placements in Capricorn. Pluto is in Capricorn right now. We had a lot of things in Capricorn, I think a couple years ago. And now a lot of those energies have moved into your sign of Aquarius. So think back to some of the things that were going on in 2020, possibly right before everything got all mixed up. And look at the things about your life that you are trying to exercise control over. So where the Devil is possibly energies regarding addiction, possibly it can be illness, it can be things like your compulsions. Anything that's coming from a lower vibration doesn't necessarily mean that you are not exercising proper control over it, because things like addiction and illness are often beyond the control of the person suffering from them. And this is crossed by a very guarded energy. So whatever this represents for you with the Devil card here, you are very guarded about it. This could be the energy of being a secret drinker, but it could also be the energy of somebody who has a disability that they mask. So this could be like masking, anything from autism, dyslexia, even physical infirmities of some kind, that you might not want this new group of people, or you might not want to be bringing that energy into your life moving forward. Like maybe a lot of people from your past know about it, but you're making this new start. You don't want new people to know about those things. Down here in the Imam Silai, Aquarius. So this is going to be the foundation upon which the goal or destiny is built up here in the midheaven. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So you have excess resources in your life. This is not necessarily generational wealth, but it's more money coming in than is going out. And you are able to invest, you're able to spread that around. You're able to do things with your money and your resources that contribute to the world. From your perspective, we do have the Nine of Cups, and it's showing up in the upright as the wish fulfillment card. So you can make a wish if you want to, Aquarius. You see at this time that all your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. And everyone else sees that about you also. So, from an outside perspective looking in, we have the Star card, and that is showing up in the upright. So, this is you coming out in your reading. This is how people see you: popular, glamorous, lots of water. And Aquarius is air sign energy, but we also get this idea of it bringing emotion. So there's 11th house properties associated with Aquarius, like social groups, social media, the connections that you make with groups of people. And that's kind of what I see happening here with this Ace of Cups, and also with the Aquarius card showing up as how other people view you and the current situation. So showing up in the future, we have the Death card in the upright. It can be a little scary looking, but actually the Death card is a very good card. It has to do with transformation. And as a lot of readers here on YouTube like to say, scorpionic energies. So there's a transformation ahead of you, Aquarius. And this could be something that you already perceive happening. It could have been sparked even by this having new people coming into your life. Up here in your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Cups showing up in the upright. You could be hoping that somebody will make you an offer. This could be a job. It could be a love offer also. And it's the one thing that could bring you that much closer to the Ten of Cups and emotional satiety. If wishes were fishes, the sea would be full of them. The Page of Cups is earth of water energy. So you're manifesting emotional fulfillment. But you might also be hoping that that comes into your life in the form of a love offer or some other kind of offer. So here in the midheaven, this is going to be based on this Six of Pentacles in the upright. We have the Nine of Pentacles. It's showing up in the reverse. And this could have to do with the potential that you have for this wealth to grow from where it is now. It's going to have to do with your professional reputation, potentially. So in order to grow the Six of Pentacles into the Nine of Pentacles, we're going to need the Three of Pentacles, which is not here in the reading. It's the missing ingredient. And that is going to be your professional reputation. And it also has to do with your ability to work with groups, which I already see is quite strong. But as we've seen in the place of the significator, you are choosing to hide the baser parts of yourself at this time. And that can sometimes have unintended consequences. So the final outcome for you, Aquarius, is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is associated with Pluto energy and also with the element of fire. And it has to do with, oh, that's okay, Jason, although I am almost done with the last sign. So, yes, you're a little bit late today, but I forgive you. And you can always go back, and by then I will have the timestamps up. Thank you for coming. So the Judgment card is a trial, it's a test. And that could be what is standing between you and this transformation. That there's going to be something that you're leveling up in. We have this Pluto energy here. We've got this Scorpionic energy here. Lots of transformation, lots of change. Additionally, this card, the Judgment card, is in opposition to where you are showing up as the Star card. So you see that all of these people are being called by the trumpet, but the Star is busy. She's pouring all this water. She's serving an essential function, and she probably has full authorization to do so. But she might also be late. So, I advise you, Aquarius, it's okay to not reveal everything about yourself to the people around you. But we're all human here. And that kind of depersonalization might end up alienating you. It might be better to be more forthcoming about your limitations and to allow others, because they already like you and the transformation is already coming in. The only thing that is missing is the collaboration that's going to bring in this Nine of Pentacles and really cement your wealth. So that is going to conclude the Aquarius reading for this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today. Your presence is greatly appreciated, whether you tune in for the live stream or whether you watch the video later. I always put the timestamps in the description. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.